In a previous article, I wrote about the myth of the innovation lab and how intrapreneurs need to focus a good proportion of their time on stakeholder management. A reality that we cannot deny is that innovators who work in established companies face immense cultural challenges. It is these challenges that often trigger the creation of innovation labs. What intrapreneurs are looking for is a space to innovate, away from the interference of corporate antibodies. This need for a space to innovate is understandable. However, I have observed that intrapreneurs tend to spend a lot their time negotiating with leadership for physical spaces. Once created, these physical spaces are great places to work. They are designed as expressions of startup culture and they can be quite cool. But this is not enough. Being given a physical space for innovation does not mean that you have been given space to innovate. In order to overcome the myth of the innovation lab, intrapreneurs need to fight just as hard for other types of spaces to innovate beyond the physical space. Below are 8 critical ways to create space for innovation. In my opinion, the above 8 ways to create space for innovation are more important than a physical space. They are much more fundamental to the sustained success of innovation. The physical labs and innovation rooms should only act as expressions of these 8 spaces. In fact, if you have these 8 spaces within your company, you may not even need to set up an innovation lab. You will have succeeded in creating authentic space to innovate. But getting the above 8 spaces for innovation is a difficult task because it ultimately involves leadership decisions. This further highlights the need for intrapreneurs to engage in stakeholder management. If you set up an innovation lab without being given these 8 spaces to innovate by your leadership, then you are actively participating in innovation theater, and you will need to be a very good actor.